In the world of polarizing ingredients, there is one that reigns supreme: anchovies. Conventional wisdom says you either love them or you hate them, but I'm gonna tell you a secret. You actually love them. You just don't realize it yet. This is how to cook an anchovy. Anchovies are a small, mostly saltwater fish that is found worldwide. Anchovies are what's called an oily fish, and up to 30% of their body weight can be composed of oil, which means that they will go bad pretty quickly when you get them fresh. So more often than not, you're not going to find a fresh anchovy. Instead, you're going to find them in tins. Tinned anchovies are cured in salt for 3 to 12 months right after they're caught. That process of curing discolors the fish and gives the fillet its characteristic grayish tone. Fun fact, that salty, briny taste that we generally associate with anchovies is actually due to this curing process. The other main type of anchovies you'll find here in the US are what are called white anchovies. Now, they're not a different type of fish. They're called white anchovies because they haven't been cured in salt. Therefore, instead of turning gray, their fillets stay white. What do anchovies taste like? Most importantly, they're going to have notes of what we call umami. Have you ever added Worcestershire sauce to a steak or to Chex Mix to give it that extra savory taste? Anchovies. Have you ever added fish sauce to a stir fry to give it that extra rich, deep flavor? Yep, that was also anchovies. So, when you've been having delicious sauces that hit that deep umami note, you've been eating anchovies. So let's talk about how to cook an anchovy. You can think about anchovies in two ways. Firstly, they can be a front and center ingredient that you really notice and appreciate. The second way to think about it is as a secret ingredient that you're going to use to bump up the umami factor in your cooking. There are a couple of classic ways to try anchovies in meals, but a really simple way is just on buttered toast. But here's my favorite way to use anchovies: the magical melting anchovy. In case you didn't know this, you can put tinned anchovies into a pan over low heat, slowly raise the temperature, and mash it with a spatula, and your anchovies will essentially disintegrate into a deep, richly flavored oil. Whip them into a butter to make a delicious, savory compound butter. You can also take those melted anchovies and incorporate them into classic sauces. My favorite way to use these melted down anchovies is in a sauce that we literally just call anchovy sauce, a creamy, savory sauce that can go over fish, salad, or even toast. I may have lost some of you with this one, but I hope a few of you can now use this as your superpower in cooking. And until next time, I'm Kara, and I can cook.